The Ocean by Nathaniel Hawthorne, 1804 to 1864. The ocean has its silent caves, deep, quiet, and alone. Though there be fury on the waves, beneath them there is none. The awful spirits of the deep hold their communion there, and there are those for whom we weep, the young, the bright, the fair. Calmly the wearied seamen rest beneath their own blue sea. The ocean's solitudes are blest, for there is purity. The earth has guilt, the earth has care, unquiet are its graves, but peaceful sleep is ever there, beneath the dark blue waves. Okay, this is a poem by Nathaniel Hawthorne. He was an American novelist, and he came from Massachusetts. He's most famous for the story of the Scarlet Letter. So, what's this about? Well, this is about the ocean and the people who have died at sea, and that they are at peace at the bottom of the ocean. The ocean has its silent caves, deep, quiet, and alone. Okay, so here he's looking at the sea caves that are silent at the bottom of the ocean, deep, quiet, and alone. So maybe he's alone here is saying maybe they're lonely. He's beginning to personify them. Though there be fury on the waves, beneath them there is none. So the surface of the sea is very rough, and there be fury. Well, fury is anger, and clearly this is a metaphor for a rough sea. And again, this is personification. But beneath the waves, everything is calm. There is no fury. The awful spirits of the deep hold their communion there. So the spirits of the deep, the frightening spirits of the deep, the spirit of the ocean. Yeah, and I guess the ocean has a spirit. Yeah, and this is personification again. And to hold their communion, they meet each other, they talk to each other. This is where they meet. And maybe the awful spirits of the deep, I think this is also referring to the people who have died, and they're at the bottom of the ocean. And there are those for whom we weep, the young, the bright, the fair. So at the bottom of the ocean you will find the spirits of the people who have died at sea or been buried at sea. Young people, bright people, fair people. So he's saying that, well, maybe the sea is dangerous, and when sailors die, they go to the deep, to the bottom of the sea. Calmly the wearied seamen rest beneath their own blue sea. So he's saying that this is a calm place of rest for the dead seamen. Yeah, they are beneath their own sea, and they were maybe wearied of life, tired of life. The ocean's solitudes are blessed, for there is purity. Okay, so the solitude of the bottom of the ocean is a blessed place because it's a pure place. The earth has guilt, the earth has care, unquiet are its graves. So he's here saying that the graves of the dead on land are very different. Because I think on land you have a burial place, you have a tombstone, but when people are buried at sea or die at sea, then we can remember them by just looking at the sea. And it's like the sea itself is their memorial, where people go to the graveside and put flowers on people's graves, and that's very different. But peaceful sleep is ever there beneath the dark blue waves. So it's a much more peaceful place for the dead at the bottom of the sea. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. The Ocean by Nathaniel Hawthorne.